This time I will show you how you can generate detailed drawing and some 3D document for a particular area to be get explained in your drawing. For example, uh, let's try to talk about the detail for this toilet block. What I'm supposed to do now is on a single sheet itself, I'll be printing my entire floor plan as a key plan, and the toilet area, uh, that much of area I'll enlarge and print it for some suitable scale. Uh, Say for example, maybe at present we are working for 1 is to 50 for the entire floor plan, and instead of that, if I try to say that let's try to print this detail for 1 is to 20, you can see the difference on your screen immediately, that the text becomes very small, because obviously on paper the text height will be as it is. For example, if this my main text is of 3 mm, this will be as it is on the paper after printing. It is immaterial for what scale I'm printing, whether it's I'm printing for 1 is to 20, 50 or 100. This will be 3 mm on paper after print. Okay, so along with this, now because this area I want to print for 1 is to 20, I would like to add some details. Say for example, the dimensioning for the fixtures which I have showed over here, maybe the wash basin, WC and the shower area. So I am going to start working for this. What I'll suggest this time, that if you go and check out inside your layer dialog, there is a already must be, if of course if the template is having that particular layer available, you can use it. For example, dimension detail. If it is not there, you can generate a new layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be using this layer for my uh, additional dimensions which I have put to show over here. See, just for example, I will go inside my dimension tool, and from here I'll go for dimension detail, and dimensioning detail is my new layer. And what I'm going to do is probably I'll just try to mark this much of distance and the next one. Okay, so this was supposed to be my one side detail dimension. Of course, if you want to further fine tune this also, for example, the exact location for the center of this particular WC area. Same way you can even mention this. For example, I'll select this, and then if I just click over here with the with the control, you can see the splitting of the dimension line is can be get done. I can fine tune this also. Now, what will be the next? Same way I can put the dimensions on other side. So here I'll be putting few more dimensions. Okay, so what will happen if in case if I'm going to see my old drawing, that is nothing but the drawing which I have generated as per my this earlier ground floor with this door window schedule. You can see that if I open that particular drawing, automatically the modified floor plan and everything will be there. But then you'll realize these dimensions are creating too much of nuisance in my presentation, because I was not interested to show them for this entire floor plan. Okay, maybe the fixtures I can accept, but not the other details. Okay, so what we have to do is a very simple task. you have already done the layer combination. So let's try to modify this layer combination and generate a one more, with the help of which I am going to actually add the detail. Okay, so you just go inside the layer and make sure if you click on the dimensioning detail as your that layer which you have used for placing the detail dimensions, it at present it is visible on screen, and even in the layer combination it's visible. So what I'll do, I'll just switch off that particular layer in my layer combination 2D plan WD, because in that plan or in that combination I'm not interested to see the detailed dimensioning. What will happen when I say OK for this, you will realize the dimensions are removed from here, and simultaneously if I go and check my drawing again, that will get automatically updated, and you will see that unnecessary those detailed dimensions are not getting displayed over here. Got the point? Okay. So this is how the layer combination can work for you. Then you will see what about the detail drawing now. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'll go back to my layer combination in my floor plan. I am there. I'll try to switch on these detail dimensions, and if in case you are not interested to show the general dimensions which you have already given, you can switch off that. So this is nothing but if I say okay, you will realize this is how your screen will give, or this is how your drawing should look like. Okay, no other dimensions, but you have the dimensions only for the detailed one. So if this works, then how to store this combination? Very simple thing. Right now it is getting addressed as a custom. Instead of that, I will say, okay, let's create a new one like 2D plan and detail. Okay, so this will help me to actually control on that particular presentation, where few elements I would like to see, few I want to hide. So this way, actually, you will start building up your detailing. You're not supposed to draw the separate details anywhere. You're just going to work here itself in the main floor plan, and you're going to manage the show. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back to my organizer, and here, if I want, I'm going to add a new folder as a detail or WD details. Okay. And in this, again, I can generate a new folder like that can be floor plan. And in that, I'm going to pull this ground floor. But remember, when I'm going to pull this, my layer combination, my current scale, and all other remaining factors should be in my favor. So I'm going to just pull that now. Okay. So this is what happened. Actually, there was a ground floor which I used to print for a working drawing for 1:50. Okay. This was my ground floor. And on other side, I'm having one more ground floor now, but which is getting printed for 1:20. So if I select this, it's 1:20 over here. If I select this, it is 1:50. Even the layer combination was 2D plan WD for the upper one, and this one is supposed to be different. If in case you want to change this title, you can change this. Maybe you can put this as a toilet detail. Okay, so that's valid. Only thing you shouldn't get confused. You have to remember that source and the modified title, or you can later change it also. So if you want to keep this as a Okay, and specific toilet if in case that is master bed toilet detail or guest toilet detail. So you can have that choice. So let's close this. And what I'm going to do is in my layout book, I'm going to add one more new layout. And this will go for the name as toilet detail. It will go with the A3 portrait by default, which we have selected. And you can see now this is a new clean sheet which you have added. And then what's the next job is pulling this toilet detail and placing it over here. You can see now this is what you have achieved for 1:20, and you can trim down the uh, unwanted portion. Okay, and you can pull this and keep it on a required location. Okay. Of course, other things you can fine tune, for example, the title, its location, and the pen numbers. Everything you can fine tune as per your choice. Okay. So, what will be my next job is to show the key plan over here. So, if I want to generate the key plan, let's see how we can put that key plan. So, for that, the same floor, but I'll register that for 1 is to 100. Okay, and no dimensioning, nothing if I want to go and work for that. So I'm just going to say that maybe the labels I want to off uh, all the labels. So I want to off them. All the dimensions I want to off them. Okay, I'll just say okay once and I'll see how it looks. So annotation and the labels, so almost everything is removed, correct? Fine. So the remaining these things, so these are associated with the door window itself. So you can control on this. Of course, you can even remove them if you want. You can just go inside your pull down menu, then document, then model view, and from here also you can control on that. That for your detail level of door window, okay, and you can check out its full detail and other thing. The options are written over here. Hmm? So you can control on these things also. Okay. For example, now you can check out here with a marker. So I'll just say I don't want to have this marker, but then I have to save this with some suitable name. So I'll just keep this as it is, and I'll just try to say a new one as a 00 key plan. And in this I'll remove these two things. Okay, even if you want to remove, you can remove these things also. I'll just say okay for this. You can see now this is how my simple floor plan is looking for a 1:100, which I want to keep this as a key plan, correct? Now what you have to do is you have to go back inside this organizer, and there you can just store this particular ground floor again. Maybe you can just keep it as a separate over here, okay, not part of any floor plan and everything. And you can because I have just added this. Oh, I have just forgotten to add a new layer combination. So what I'll do is I'll let you know how to update this. So I'll just say key plan. Okay, and for this what I'm going to do is, because I forgot to add this layer combination, so I'll just say layer, and I'll add new combination over here as a 2D key plan. Once I complete this 2D key plan, new combination, I'll say okay. And if you just go back to your organizer, you will realize that already this view map was added. Okay. And if you check out the settings, the custom was the combination and other things were there in your favor. For example, if you check out that even your display combination, that is view map, model view combination, sorry, is a key plan. So I'll just go back to the settings, and here you can check out the settings which I'm doing is for this particular key plan. Okay, so here you can check out that layer combination was supposed to be 2D key plan. So I'm just going to select this and I'm going to say okay for this. Moment I say okay for this, this got updated. Okay, so now the required combination of the layer combination was added in my this view map also. Okay, so let's try to see how we can pull that. So as usual, you just have to go back over here and the ski plan I can pull and keep it over here. Okay, so you can then try to adjust this frame as per your choice. Okay, and let's try to place them in such a way that probably, so in case if you don't want to contribute this section line in this, you can remove that for a while. That you can do in your layer combination also. For example, I'll just go back to the layer, and if I check out that marker section layer, that this is supposed to be marker section. This was supposed to be on in the 2D key plan. I can switch off that over here, and I'll say okay. So you will realize that marker lines and the things will get removed. So that's how you are going to actually work. Okay, so when this get updated, you will see that in product. So if I try to see update, you will see that your section line is now no more getting displayed over here. And obviously I can relocate this particular key plan word, and the rest of thing you can fine tune. Same way over here also. If I want to place this next to my floor plan, if there is a sufficient space, obviously, I can arrange this way also. Fine. So almost the things are done. So I hope now you have understood how we can keep the key plan and the detail on the same sheet, and that too also from the same model you are generating this. In the next step, I'll show you how we can add the section and the 3D view also.